Hey everyone! So it has been a minute since my last video, but this one is a lot more interesting than me painting my room. I have done some crocheting and I am slowly building up my inventory, even though looking at my planner, I realized that I only have a tiny bit over a month till the first craft show of this year. I don't know if this craft show is going to be very big or not. The lady says that it's going to be good foot traffic, but we'll see. I mean, it is a small town. Maybe she advertised it enough. I'm not sure. It's going to be 2 days. I only paid $25 for the 2 days, and it's just an 8-foot table that I will be using. So technically, I don't need a whole lot of inventory, but I know that with the right setup, I could fit a good chunk of inventory on just an 8-foot table. So we will see what I can get away with. But I want to show you guys what I've made so far, and also some of the patterns that I have in mind that I'm going to crochet that I've already bought. I do have patterns in my wish list that I do want to buy, but I'm kind of holding off because I've already bought at least like 5 patterns and I have yet to make any of them. So I am going to try to do the ones that I've already bought before I start buying more patterns and moving on from there. But we'll see, probably in a couple months, not even, maybe within a month, I'll end up buying the ones on my wish list. But anyways, let me just show you what I got going on. First on the list, we have the cheeky frog. Oh, these turned out so cute. I ran out of green yarn, which I put in a order with Premier Yarn. So hopefully I will be seeing that in a couple weeks. But these are the 2 main colors that I did for the small ones. I have done, technically I had 6 of these and 6 of this one, but I gave away 1 in each color. 1 I gave to a server with her tip, just as a little gift because she did so well. It was like me and my family out, so there was quite a few of us. And then the other one I sold to a coworker because it was the first one I made. It didn't even have the blush or the mouth. It was just the eyes. And he was like, I want that. How much? And I sell these for $10. So he immediately bought it. So the first one is just God. So now I'm down to 4 of each. Did I say 6? Maybe I meant 5. My math is not mathin'. But besides those, I only made 1, but then I made this larger one out of Bernat yarn. This is the size difference between the 2. I don't know if I want to use a thinner yarn for the mouth or keep the thicker yarn. What do you guys think? I mean, I think it looks good, but I don't know. Maybe it needs a little bit of thinner mouth. We'll see. Next up, we have the Sitting Cow by, I believe, let me look at my notes, Primrose Fiber Studio. That is who made this pattern, and it is so cute. I already sold one of these guys too. I'm selling these for $15, but I sold this exact one to another coworker. I get a lot of commissions. The other 2 commissions I got from coworkers within the past couple days, I'm not going to show on here. It's kind of an 18+ item. But let's just say, for those of you who know what I may be talking about, it is a nice little eggplant with some squeakiness to an area. I have little squeakers. So I know that whoever is receiving those are gonna have the time of their lives. I know that I made one for the Secret Santa at work and the receiver absolutely loved it. But anyways, so not only do I have this one, and I just used yarn for the color and the eyes, but I have the chocolate one. You'll notice this one's ears are slightly bigger, and it's because I wasn't paying attention, and I ended up making the ears bigger than what they were supposed to be, but he's still cute. Look how cute he is. And then I made a purple one, a mint chocolate chip, and then this pink and white one. And then I chose green for the eyes because I thought it went well with this one ear that has the little bit of green in it. But I almost feel like I'm going for like an ice cream theme of sorts because I thought about doing a like Neapolitan color where you have the pink and then the brown just kind of mixed everywhere, doing like an ice cream theme. I mean, I love the mint chocolate chip one, not gonna lie. But I do have these, and then I have a few that I already like pre-made that still need like the nose, the ears, the horns, all that. And I did want to show you guys one thing about the ones that I made so far. Here are the ones that I got that don't have all the little bits to it. But there was one thing I noticed about one of them, and I was like, huh, the head looks a little small. I thought maybe my tension was off. And as I was looking at it, I realized I missed a row or two. I don't even know how I managed to do that. But to compare, here's the one that's correct. And then here's the other one. I don't know how I did it, but I did. Mistakes happen. I feel like I'm going to still finish this, and I'm just going to give it to my daughter because I feel bad, you know. Is there any other moms out there who crochet and you feel bad because you have kids that absolutely love your items and they just want them? She already has a seagull that she absolutely adores. She's had the seagull for, well, the original one, like, was made over a year ago and kind of made it down to Quanamon Falls. This will be a nice story to tell her when she's older. But seagull number 2, you know, has stuck around. He's starting to look a little sad. I think he needs a good washing. But she's looked at my frog. She's like loving him. She doesn't take him. She's being nice enough to where when I had him on the shelf, she just was like, "Ooh, a frog," and she's like, "Ooh, a cow," and then she's always asking, "Mommy, what are you making?" So it's nice, you know, having her there for the commentary, and I'll be like, "I'm making a cow," and she's like, "Oh, you're making a cow." The amazement that toddlers get out of these little things is so amazing, and I love it. Next up, I got Dahlia, the baby dragon, by Loops and Knots Crochet. It is a free pattern on YouTube. I did make some slight adjustments to it. I did the spikes a tiny bit differently. You probably can't tell. And also the way that I indented the face. And also changed up the tail a tiny bit as well. Another thing that I changed is the feet. I actually added some claws or toes, whatever you want to consider it. But I used my neon pink yarn with Parfait Chunky. I can't remember what color this is, but I've been looking at my neon yarns and I loved the fact that I bought them, but I was like, man, what do I make with them? So to start off, I made Dahlia, the baby dragon. I don't know how many of these I'm going to make. I might make a couple more for my inventory, but for now, like, I just got this one to add to the small inventory. I have this whole thing of scrunchies, and I still have to put in the ends, but I don't even know how many I have in here. I just, like, got into this mode where I made a bunch of scrunchies and I just threw it in this bin. I still have plenty of yarn to use for these scrunchies, but I figured this would be a nice small thing to add to my inventory because I was trying to aim towards making a lot of smaller items before I start working on my bigger items. But there is that. I also realized I have a pre-made one of the black and white. So I got this one as well that I need to do up. Next up, and one of my favorites, is the mini version of Anchor the Octopus. So I bought this pattern a while ago. I actually made the bigger one, but it was meant as a gift. So I do not have pictures of that. I don't even know why I didn't. I probably could take a picture the next time I'm around, but I do have this mini one that I just made up recently. And I actually like making the mini ones. I know that the bigger ones would be good to have at the show as like a showpiece. So I think I'll make a few of these and maybe one or two of the original size to add to my inventory. That is all that I have to show for what I've crocheted. Life has been busy. Obviously, toddler mom, full-time worker, just crocheting when I can. But I wanted to list off some of the things that I am going to be making that I already have in my patterns to do. But I think I'll just put a picture here and with the creator. But let me start listing off what I got here. So first on the list that I have to make is the Mama and Minnie Mabel chickens by, I have my little notebook here because my brain will not remember this, Oak and Marlowe. And here's the picture. I'm pretty sure you guys will be familiar with this pattern because it is very popular. And then I also got the pattern for the eggshell. I don't know if I want to make the mini chickens as like a mystery item or just leave them as is. I might just crochet up a nest to put them in. But onto the next one, I also found the mini Gary pattern by Ms. Crochet. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but anybody who is a SpongeBob fan will love this item. I've almost considered doing a section of like character plushies because I have found patterns of all these different characters and I would love to make all these little characters. Like there's a whole collection of Winnie the Pooh and I was big on Winnie the Pooh as a little girl too, so it may just be me. I know you shouldn't like make stuff because of your likes, but also you have to remember when you are crocheting, you also need to do stuff that you enjoy. And I want to just say that very clearly for others who crochet, that you don't want your hobby to become a job. In a sense, you want to get that enjoyment and fulfillment for making your items. You don't want to stress about it. Now, not gonna lie, we all stress over something, stitch count, and anybody that works with chenille or the Parfait chunky yarn, we all know how it can get when you can't seem to stop the yarn from snapping over the littlest thing or it just sheds. But anyways, let's move on from there. We don't want to get into that little rant. We also have Teeny the Turtle, which I actually did start working on, but because of how the pattern is made, you have to make the head first before you move on to the rest of the body. So I'm just kind of like doing a little bit of a production line by doing some heads first, then I'll do the body and then the shell. So probably in the next video, you'll see how many I make of those. Oh, and that pattern is done by the Crochet Code. Next up, we have the Mini Chubby Dino, which is by Phoebe Kong or Studio Phoebe. I know that this one is very popular as well. So here's the picture. But those are what I have on my list. It's not much, but I also don't want to overwhelm myself because I need that breathing moment in between. I can't like absolutely like spend every moment working because like this past weekend I have been tired. I am exhausted and I don't even know why. I feel like maybe I'm just not getting enough sleep but I definitely need to make sure that I am managing me time that is relaxing while also being productive. But I know that I want to start doing some videos, but I just want to make sure that I'm not going to overwhelm myself. So hopefully, if I do like crochet with me or do like a weekly vlog, that it's not going to be too much on my end, because I don't know if I feel comfortable with showing off my daughter on this channel, because once she sees a camera, she wants to be in the camera, saying hi, doing her little thing, but she is young and I don't know if I want to show her. Maybe I will, but I don't know if I would show her face. But anyways, does anyone have any like recommendations for like patterns that I could look at to use? They may end up already on my wish list as it is, but I'm always looking for recommendations. I mean, obviously I have these guys. I still need to make all the other birds. I have lots of the eagles because those were popular, but I only have like a couple of the mallard ducks. I think I needed to make more of the chicks. I still have a few of the ravens. Maybe in the next video I'll show you all the ones that I got on that, because those were a great seller. I would definitely recommend those. The swing isn't made of chenille yarn though. That is made out of acrylic yarn, which is why I want to write down the pattern, which I have part of the pattern written down. It's just been a minute since I've done the swing, so I'm going to have to do a review over that before I really say how it's made. I still have yet to decide if I'm going to do like a base pattern video, like a free base pattern, and then create a link to a full bundle pattern with all the birds, because that's essentially what it would be, is the fact that it's just different birds and then the swing. So whatever pattern that I develop will have the swing pattern and then how to go about doing the different birds. But there is some birds I have not made yet that I want to consider making, so that way when I do create this pattern fully, I have all the birds included, because I don't want to end up making more birds and then having people buy a new set of birds. But that is all I have going on for now. Another thing, which I'm pretty sure I've mentioned before, but loaf cats. Those, always a great seller. I know all crocheters make them, but they were my best seller last year. And I pretty much sold out at the one show I did last year. And it was pouring rain during the show. So that just shows that even with the little bit of people that did show up, those cats were sold. I feel like I've ended up at a point where I'm just rambling. So I am going to just end this video right here. And I hope you guys enjoy seeing the little bit of creations that I did. And hopefully I can start making it to where you see my progress throughout the week. And not a month later, but adult responsibilities. I'm sure all of you understand. And if you have ideas, let me know in the comments, so that way I can get some more crochet motivation in my mind. Also, I don't know if any of you noticed from the previous video, my hair has grown quite a bit. I am still like on the verge of going back to the colorful faux hawk by summertime, but I'm really staying strong with just letting my hair grow out. Anyways, enough rambling. I'm sorry if I ramble so much. Let me know if you hate this rambling, so that way I can just edit it out of the videos. But you guys have a wonderful day, and I can't wait to see you next time.